Some of like true fashion legends are being honored. Joan would want to be here. She would want to be here. And so take a look at this. There's Joan. I'm showing you this particular picture for a reason, because Joan loved plaid. Okay, there she is in her heyday, loving on plaid. So I'll never forget, here you go, Carly, years ago when we came out with, and Come On Out Bitsy, part of the JR Joan Rivers Worldwide team, I will never forget the year that the famous ball gown skirt with sidebar, the elastic waistband, that everyone was like, this is a triumph, because it's like party from the waist down, but oh, by the way, eat as much as you want because it's not annoying or dry clean only.
That's right.
It's sold out, sold out, sold out. So this is the newest one. New right now, one order. There's only about 2,000 to go around. This is your first gander at it, but 400 already out the door in the show. I've belted it. I'm just going to walk you through your choices. Yes. They're nice and easy. There's a tartan plaid. It is intended to be a ball gown ankle length skirt. Pockets though, because we all know how Joan felt about a pocket.
That's
in the tartan, $350 in the regular. You have to choose though whether you want petite or regular, and $250 in the petite. Black, which is what I chose to wear tonight.
Gorgeous.
Again, $400 in the regular, $200 in the petite. It literally looks like Dupioni silk, like taffeta, like major. And to that end, this is what we call champagne.
Look at that.
It is the most limited. If you can get it, how do you not? Check out of your cart, because it is just gorgeous when the light hits it. And it's all machine washed. Now, Bits.
Yes.
You have to explain the story of what kind of like, what led to this moment, because I remember Jane Tracy wearing this. I wore it. I wore it with like a denim shirt like you have, but knotted on top, very Sharon Stone from the Oscars or whatever.
Inspired, yes.
Explain.
Well, what we love to do with these ball skirts is give you a little bit of nostalgia. And there's something about this sort of ball skirt. It started with the Posh Presents, which started at QVC for the Jane Tracy. So we were trying to think, what is something that you could use in your wardrobe, a little bit more functional than, say, a full-on dress? This is what we came up with. We give you the regular and petite length. So if you are wanting it to be all the way to the floor, perhaps you want it a little bit shorter. The only difference between regular and petite is the length. Beautiful seaming detail with the pleats. I love the fact that the pleats lay flat. And then, of course, we gave you those great pockets, that elastic waist. On the champagne is sort of dyed to match. On the black, it's black. And then on the plaid, it's black, which almost looks like a belt. I actually just tucked it under.
Oh, okay. So
I could just put on another belt on top. So if you're wearing a flatter shoe and you don't want to have to maybe get it shortened, you can just roll that elastic waist. That's the beauty of sort of the function of this. Pull on, I would often wear like a pair of long johns underneath this. Like on an event like tonight, if you're kind of outside, it's a Spanx-free zone, as Joan would say.
I have many thoughts I want to share. Number one, I remember when this debuted, and I wanted the plaid so badly, and I forgot to order it before I went on air. And then it absolutely, unremarkably, because we all knew it was going to happen, sold out.
Yeah.
And so I actually had to borrow like the QVC sample just for 24 hours so that I could wear it to a party, because I was so devastated, because I mean the thing was such a vision. And then the other thing that I'm reminded of was something like this. You know, I have a few like special memories of Joan. One is when I was single and she told me that I should go on 50 first coffee dates.
Ooh.
And I was like, coffee? That's as strong as I get, huh?
Espresso martini?
And then I remember her telling me this legendary story about The Tonight Show and how she met her husband through Peter Sellers.
I'm a huge Pink Panther fan.
Me too!
I grew up on
And I remember the way she recounted this story as if she wasn't sure if I knew who Peter Sellers was, and she was being very humble, and she was like, you know, I'm not sure if you've heard of him, Peter Sellers. And I just remember thinking, it was the dearest moment of this wildly accomplished woman.
Yeah.
Who, you know, who was still tremendously humble. And when I look at Jackie and when I look at Katya wearing this ball gown skirt, Joan has managed to make affluence and this moment of like posh holiday feel like it's attainable by all.
Approachable.
Right?
Yes.
Joan notoriously would host Thanksgivings and holiday dinners where, you know, she had probably some sort of like 20-person dining room table.
Yes.
Everything was gilded, and the
Legendary.
china and the multiple flatware and the major guests. She loved entertaining, and so this is very on brand for her.
Very much.
But when you add the elastic waistband, Joan's a girl's girl, as she knows, even from
Function.
the far beyond, how to make us happy.
That's right. And you know, ladies, wait for this skirt. We just premiered the red carpet collection this week. If you got it in champagne, it was a sequin jacket. Perfect wear with this. So I think there's a few remaining, and the big deal price, I think, might be expiring today.
Did you see, by the way, I'm just going to say, guys, there's one order of the year for these. They were saved to debut in the show because they're perfect for like a glitzy kind of luxury. So for New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve, but I also want to say, you could put a denim jacket with this,
yes,
and a tank top, and a cool platform sneaker. And by the way, Dennis Basso, who obviously is the star of this night, he had his boucle sequin blazer and pants set. That blazer
Gorgeous.
over this skirt is kind of everything.
It kind of is. This is a great skirt. Maybe you have a wedding coming up and your bridesmaids, you're not quite sure how they might all fit. You could each, you know, they could wear this beautiful ball skirt and then have different tops. So think about the ways that you can really incorporate this into those special occasions. But when you're just hosting at home, you want maybe a little tuxedo-inspired denim shirt, which is also brand new today.
Okay,
a perfect wear with.
Ordered, over half gone. If you like how I've styled it, this is the Peace Love World brand new.
Love it.
Black tie collection coming up. Petites are all in the skirt last
Bert's
fall.
getting back into dressing.
Bitsy is wearing the denim kind of chambray pin tuck tuxedo bib shirt.
In a vintage Joan scarf. I had to do it because it had plaid, and I was like, it was meant to be.
But as I close, I will